So today I want to talk about Christ consciousness and what that means to me. So Christ consciousness is the basically the frequency and the spirit of love, infinite love, which is the frequency of the creator. Now, when typically you hear Christ consciousness, you hear more from like I guess the new age spiritual people and not so much the religious Christianity folks, but that's okay because the Christians they talk about it in a different way. But this video is not really about religion. It's not really about your religion, which religion you think it's right, wrong, and different. Christ consciousness is something that is really translated across all religions and spiritual doctrines because Yeshua, the Christ, was the ascended master of our time, the one that we know about. Now, why is Christ consciousness important? Well, to me, Christ consciousness is one of the foundational principles of spiritual readiness. And what do I mean by spiritual readiness? I mean a state of being where you are ready for the things that happen to you during their day and the many attacks and ebbs and flow of life. Now, when I say attacks, I mean spiritual warfare. If you're watching this video, you should be no stranger to spiritual warfare, or maybe you're just getting into the whole spiritual realm and you are starting to notice that other energies outside of you are interacting with you. But what does that mean? And how can Christ consciousness help? So we talk about negative forces, we talk about demons, we talk about all these different things, right? But sometimes you can get a little, it can be hard to implement that in your real life, trying to call everything a demon. And not everything is a demon. Sometimes it's really just a negative vibration inside of your biosphere. Now, how do you get rid of those negative vibrations and how do you become more Christ-like? In my experience, the best way to do that and to access that frequency of love is to first put yourself in a state of gratitude. Negative vibrations and positive vibrations cannot occupy the same space. One has to be more dominant, right? But the negative vibrations, especially in today's age, seem to be a lot more frequent. And you can't really stop yourself from thinking completely. Those of us who are masters, that's the goal, to be able to stop the thought and be in the moment. But you do get control over what thoughts you send through your mind. So whenever you find yourself having those negative vibrational thoughts, what we say by what we mean by be like Christ is to turn your thoughts to one of love and gratitude. Oftentimes, and really the main issue is to have that love of self and that gratitude for where you are in life, no matter how difficult the circumstance. Now, Christ consciousness is, like I said, it translates across all religions because you'll hear the Hindus talk about it and you hear the ascended masters of each faith talk about the how Christ ascended his own soul. Now, how did he do that? Well, it was love. Christ, his entire message was love. And notice that I say Christ. I say Christ and I refer to him as Yeshua as well. I try not to use the name Jesus because, in terms of spirituality, original names hold original power. And his original name was Yeshua. But the reason that we call him the Christ is because, to me, is because of the lesson that he left, how he was killed, why he was killed, and everything surrounding that. And that's a little bit out of scope for this video. But I just wanted to make a quick little introduction video of what Christ consciousness is to me. And to simply state it again, it is the frequency of love. How do we become like Christ? We love. Not just love for yourself, not just love for your family member or your spouse or your neighbor, but love for your enemy. And we don't mean love as in like romantic love or anything like that. We mean love as in love for the spirit of humanity. Now, during this video, you'll probably see a bunch of different crazy AI images that I'm just testing out and playing with. And as time goes along, the imagery will be a lot more dialed in and more relevant to what I'm speaking about. But a lot of these images show the expanse of consciousness or time and things like that, different symbology. And as we embark on this journey over the next 30 days, that's what it will be about. It'll be about connecting Christ to consciousness and understanding that all is mind. The universe is inherently mental. Our reality is the mind and the imagination of our Creator. The same way you create worlds inside of you, we exist inside of the mind of God. And Christ consciousness is teaching us to access our Creator on the highest level through the highest frequency, which is love. So I hope that made sense. If not, drop me a comment and I'll try to make it a little bit better. This is my first time speaking about this stuff on camera in a while, so hopefully it made sense to you. But thank you for your time, and I'll see you soon. Peace.